Leadership is what? Like Arjuna, right? Doing the right thing, protecting your team, right? Getting best bowler world class. Do you think it is that only? Okay, so if it's that, great, you're done. We have finished the session. Thank you. You can go back. Right? So I'm pretty sure some are like, yeah, let's go. But the thing is, it's not. There are a few more things I like to touch upon as well, right? So I started with an example just to tense the situation. But let me give you some more cricket now. I'm a cricket fan. I don't love cricket a lot now. But sorry for taking cricket. Maybe if you are an anti-cricketer, I mean, that is basically, I didn't need to be rude here, but I took some examples because we know these characters very well, right? You know who this is? Shoaib. Okay. So, what's the difference between him and Murali? So, Murali is the best spinner in the world, let's say. So, he's what? Fastest bowler. What's his speed? What's the max speed? 100 miles per hour, right? 63 kilometers. You remember that? Like, it was around 97, 99. He retired in 2003, 2010, I guess, 11. So, now, this guy had but talent, right? He had knowledge, obviously. He had all the energy, passion, and this guy had the same, right? He had the talent, energy, passion, right? I mean, obviously, he had. What was the difference? So, little bit of, I mean, not to mention anything bad about him, but he was charged for a lot of issues. It's kind of not in good terms with the coach. Start with not being good terms with the other players. He was abusing other players, right? He had a lot of scandals. He got the limelight very fast in terms of whatever news media or whatever, and then he had actually ruined his career at the start. What happened? So there was no one actually leading him, right? Actually, the funniest thing is he had the biggest fight in 2003 with his coach as well. Right? So even Bakari has never liked him. Right? So what's the problem? The problem, and not only now, there's nothing against Pakistan or nothing against fast bowlers or that country. It's just that most of these fast bowlers who came and did well never lasted long. So what's the problem there? Right? That's where the leadership not done right. Proper guidance, proper motivation, coaching, and the vision, direction, and things were not there. These kind of talent. So even though it's the best talent in the world, Harvard or Stanford or anything, if you don't guide and coach them and help them, this will be. I'm not saying he's a disaster or anything, but it won't go to the fullest potential like what you really had. So just think how many of so we all are leaders, right here. How many people join our teams? So many bright sparks, right? First classes, second classes, 4As, 8As, definitely brighter than me or most of them, right? Everyone, I would say, right? How many join? So if we act like Arjuna, yeah, at that time, yes, we might end up doing certain good things. But if we end up handling Akta, how these guys handle Akta, we might create a beast as well, right? So the idea is you're responsible. Each one of you, definitely all have multiple team members, are responsible for creating Murali's, right? Not Akta's, right? It's your job. You have to make it as a choice, not by accident, to kind of make them who they are and take to their potential. So if you don't have interest to do that, then you are not a leader. Simple as it. If you feel that's a part of JD, you need to improve someone, then I think, frankly, you are not a leader. That's not your passion. That maybe you might be very good at something, but it's not about creating a set of followers or building some people. So just wanted to give you that insight. So this title now, I had a title. Let me just put the title again. So why leaders need to eat last. So I have this passion for this author called Simon Sinek. Maybe you have read these books and all that. So from 2009, I have been following this guy. And he's a great success now. I will give some tips on it later. But he had his book in 2014 called Leaders Eat Last. Right? So what he meant from that is basically. So any idea who these guys are? Army, I know, but specific? US Marines. How did you figure out? Okay, I couldn't figure out. That's why I was trying to get American flag or something, but I didn't find a good local picture. So US Marines. So they have this crazy tradition, actually a very good tradition. So they get their leaders to eat last. That's the objective. So let's say there is a buffet, right? So today when there is a buffet in Parliament, what happens? The biggest guy will go and eat, right? Right, I mean. So if there is a bonus given out, who will get the biggest piece? The top guy, right? That's usual. So think about the banks in America, all the scandals, all the problems happen because of that. So even Sri Lanka, the junior most fellow will not get it, right? That's the world. That's not equal, right? So the Marines have a very different concept. They let their lowest ranking officer or the junior's guy to eat first, right? And the most senior guy eats last. Can you do that? Are you that caliber? You will just forget about that and try to, get the last piece or maybe so. That's what the title means. And actually, what we need to get is why we need to understand why we need to kind of eat last. Is I think the main thing. Right? So I have, I think you have few books as well, but I just want to do a very small 2 minutes exercise. I just want you to, so I have some paper. So Jimmy has some paper for you and Atlas Jyoti pen, right? so please get one piece of paper. I mean, you want to share. Not a big exercise, don't worry, I'm not going to keep you for long. Just note down, few characteristics of an ineffective leader and just share with me. I like to see before going into all this leadership stuff. I mean, the pen. Anybody wants a pen? Atlas Jyoti pen, you can have one free of charge, right? You don't want it back then. It's in the budget. Okay. Free pen and paper. Anybody wants more? So can you write? I mean, it's like I'm not going to mark it or anything, right? Just for the fun of it. Write a few, maybe 3, let's say, characteristics, or maybe if you have 10 or 100, I don't really mind. Few characteristics of an ineffective leader, not an effective one, an ineffective, lousy person, leader you feel. I just need to figure out what do you think, what's your perception on leadership. Now don't go and put these elsewhere, right? Just read it and just keep it to yourself. And if you can think of any Sri Lankan politician, cricketer, your manager, whoever, it doesn't matter. It's right, because it's all about even me, I don't care, right? So ineffective. Maybe 3 or 4, top 3. Right, something you can potentially tell me also, not something really bad in terms of filthy language or anything. Don't write those stuff. We might not be able to share. And we have very few women leaders, right? So, only one. That's also fascinating. I just spotted that. Ineffective leader. Characteristic 1, 2, 3. So let's share. Afraid to fail. Okay. Who agrees on that? Okay. So if you take Ranatunga, right? He didn't really afraid to fail because he would have been thrown out of the match, disqualified. I think after that they kind of increased the code of ethics and all that. You can't do these things. I think he was not fined as well. I don't know. I don't remember. He was fined. Today, if you do that to umpire, you are fined, right? I mean, few months you are out for sure, right? So afraid. Thanks, Kalinga. That's very important. So if you are obviously afraid to fail, obviously you won't take a challenge, right? You will be like sitting inside a room and not doing anything. Obviously, that's a very valid point, right? Anybody else? Thanks, Anand. I just want to make this interactive. Otherwise, like, might be a very boring session. No vision. No vision. Do you agree with that? Right. You agree with that. So I think so. You know about leadership. You know, I kind of have this. I'm in trouble actually. So. Anyone else? Okay, so not listening to the subordinates, right? Yes.
No, this is
right.
me playing devil's advocate because sometimes, okay, if they haven't managed something well,
right,
the tendency, because you're responsible for it, is that you want to manage that process because they failed.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Right.
So therefore, you might micromanage something.
Right.
However, it is through experience that you do it. If you constantly do it, that shows your subordinates,
right,
the people you're leading, that you don't have trust in them
right,
and their ability to do it.
Right.
But if it's a one-off thing, sometimes it is required.
Right. Right. That's what we do. Okay. So it's a two-way thing.
I do understand.
So I think the point there is like if you don't obviously declare the expectation and give the proper objective, that person is going to obviously get confused and then he might do a very sloppy thing and then you might suddenly jump and try to micromanage and get things done. But actually the fundamental problem is within you, that you didn't properly give the expectation and then you expect 100 things out of him and then when they don't do it and then just firefight and come to the rescue and just show that you are the hero. So that might be one reason as well. And then the other thing is, sometimes you need to kind of be hands-on, obviously. Otherwise, like sometimes, so that's where people might coach as well. Come and be hands-on, coach, and go back. Good point. Anything else? So, Ravi.
Yeah, someone who doesn't walk the talk.
Walk the talk. So, walking the talk is very important. So, we may give a certain activity, but then if you don't walk the talk and execute it, that will be a problem as well. So everyone agrees to that, right? Okay. Anything else? Nice. What did you write?
You can possibly say that the leader does not have common interests on the whole.
Right. So no common interest. Definitely. That's also okay. Anybody disagrees? Common interest. So interest may be on the person's growth. Okay, anyone else? Anything else? Sorry? Providing or not providing? Not providing, yeah. Yes. So there is maybe a lack of opportunities as a whole. So then obviously it's a way to provide opportunities. Subhash, you have a good one, I guess.
Not appreciating but pointing out only the mistakes.
Okay, not appreciating
The good things done by the team.
Yeah.
Pointing, always highlighting what's done wrong.
not done. Yeah, definitely. That's true. So there are so many things that are done well, not appreciating, but maybe a few things which are done wrong is highlighted and kind of practiced. So these are so again. So remember, guys, when you point, is what happens?
Just pointing back at you.
Three are pointed at yourself, right? So when I point this and put it out, I know three are at me as well, so I know I'm not a good leader as well. I know those. I know my mistakes as well. Right. so reading this. Okay, so great. I think we had a very good. I think we all had some very good points. I think we are on the same line of thinking. I think, right? So next one is like. I think, good. So what are some effective ones? So like to understand. Now you said ineffective. You went writing all these things, right? You said putting out all the problems you had out. Maybe HR should listen. But now the effective ones, maybe what you do or what your leaders have done, maybe Sri Lankan leaders, cricketers or whoever. Can you write another three? Gavin?
Yes. Leads by example.
Yeah, sorry?
Leads by example.
Leads by example. So that's very close. So your thinking is very similar, I guess. In terms of leads by example, right? Do you agree? Leads by example. So you're here right now. No one is looking at you. So you have to be the leader, right? It's not a act. I would say it's not an act. Right? It's part of your excellence. So that's a good point. Anybody else? Inspire and motivate. So inspire and motivate people. So inspire and motivate. So about giving maybe a vision, maybe motivating to achieve something. So maybe a leader. Anything else? Any other comments? Anybody who didn't give any point? Inoka, anything? No. Oh my gosh. He doesn't have. Yeah. Strong decision making. So not here and there, very strong. So there is a vision, maybe taking the steps. Yeah. Point A. Do you agree with that? Anything else?
Making and being accountable for those.
Accountable. Yeah. So if you take a decision right now to say something, you have to be accountable. Something comes up, you're accountable. You will talk to the person and you will sort it out. Rather than sending that person. Yeah. Definitely. That's true. Kishan? Yeah. Able to command respect. So kind of get the respect rather than, like the military kind of do things and expect that kind of things. It's a respect that you earn. Kishan, anything else? Sorry? Trust. So trust the team that they will get the job done, and also I think most importantly, like the team also should trust the leader. If the leader, you can't trust the leader, you tell something, and so politicians, Sri Lanka, you can't trust them. So actually, bluntly we can say that most of them are not good leaders. So that's the problem. They don't do the right thing. Not that they can't do it, it's just that they have a very bad system in place. So that's the problem. They are good leaders, that's why they are there. But when you come to the system or the environment, to call it, is not conducive. So I think we had a very good session on that. So you can take home that pen with you. It's free of charge. I'm telling you. So yeah, I think that was good. So we kept a little bit of activity. So few examples. I like to get into few examples. Not much of business leaders. I just want to be very. So I don't want to get the Bill Gates and all these guys into this, but some basic examples, right? So you know Mother Teresa, everybody knows that, irrespective she is Catholic, Christian, or doesn't matter. She was a great leader, right? A lot of people followed her. So all the traits that you said, she actually did, and she was very strict as well. I mean, I personally don't know her. I haven't read her biography as well, right? I'm really serious on that. But she was very strict. She was very demanding with all these business people. She got everything what was needed to be done for the poor done the way. So she had a vision. She could be trusted. Decision making was good, and she just, irrespective, she was a nun or anybody, she just made sure that she had a great set of followers, right? And she actually made an impact or an influence to the world. That's how big she did, right? So Mahatma Gandhi, I mean, a person who was in great, in South Africa, he had all these things for him, right? He could have just waited and done what is right, but he didn't stop there, right? He kind of motivated or inspired a country where it is today. So the idea is, again, now not the guy who wears Apple Watch or not the guy who drives a Merc, or it's not that, right? All these people are the most down to earth, simple people. It's not about the pleasures or luxuries that they have. They had nothing. Even they could afford, they had nothing. It's the power to kind of influence and get the followers, right? And so Mandela, right? So I think you all know he was in prison for how long. He could have just waited, right? Who would do that for freedom or to inspire? He could have just waited. He felt that it was a kind of a thing that he doesn't need to do. Not to take a risk or maybe a bigger vision of freeing that country. He would have just waited at home doing nothing. So the idea is, the common thing of all these people is they will do something bigger than yourself. So it's very tough to do in the current situation. A lot of people will not do that. So I'm not inspiring you to go and change Sri Lanka. Maybe one of you all will do that. Maybe be a president in the next 10 years. I really don't know. We might have one candidate here. But the idea is, within your team, at least, within your day-to-day, within Sysco Labs, if you can do the same thing that these people have done to their people, inspired them and been there for them and done the right thing and spoken on behalf of the correct thing, that might actually change these guys' lives, right? So that's what the message actually, which is important. And since we all are technology guys, so let me ask you a quick question. I think once also I asked this at an innovation session, but what do you think innovation is, basically? So we talk about a lot of innovation, right, today. So leadership, innovation, all that is there, but we are in IT. What is innovation? So we are saying we are innovating, doing all, right? We are thinking a lot of things. We have an innovation lab, Cisco here, all that. What is innovation at the end of the day? Taking risk. Anything else? So one person kind of did that, right? So basically, it's a differentiation between a leader and a follower, right? So you will have to lead in order for us to do innovation. Innovation cannot happen just by saying and not taking any risk. You have to be that characteristic leader you just said, the vision, the people factor, all that. You have to carve that and try to do that. Otherwise, innovation will never happen, right? So the idea is you get followers for you, right? I'm not just be a follower and just wait till something happens. So I just wanted to that term, since we all are in the IT sector as well. So okay, so enough of that. So how can we get people? So a few tips or like few sections, 1, 2, 3, very high level. I will share with you how, since we know who a leader is and what type of activity that he or she does. Let's see how we can do a small, at least at a small level, how we can inspire and do some kind of leadership. Okay, so the first is, so to have a vision, as you said, to have that direction, walk the talk and all that. So you need to have a why, right? So you need to have a purpose, right? So why are you doing what are you doing, right? So when you get up in the morning, right? If you are feeling lazy to come to work, how the hell are you going to get your team to do the work? Right? Simple as that. So the day I cannot get up from bed and actually I don't want to come, I will quit this company. I will not come, irrespective of what I do or not. Because it's no point. Because I come here, I can't get up. And I just come here and I bullshit and tell others what to do. It doesn't make sense, right? So that's the main thing. You have to have a why. So personally, why here has been to take challenges, do all crazy things, to go and do a lot of new stuff and maybe screw up at the end of the day, but at least do something without just waiting and creating a lot of opportunities for our people, right? That's the main thing. Without just safeguarding a role or a challenge, right? You have to have a why to maybe make a bigger team, right? Get some great work, maybe have sustainability for our teams for the next 2 to 3 years. That should be a why, right? Otherwise, okay, not securing my paycheck in the next 6 months. That's not a why, right? Because for money, you won't never get up and come. Trust me, even you get $1 million, you will not get up since you are getting. It has to be a purpose, right? So you need to have that purpose, right? If you don't have that purpose, there's a big problem, right? So that's the main thing. Maybe you have certain blurry areas in your why. You need to clear it. You need to clear it. Maybe it's very brutal what I say, but that's the truth, right? Otherwise, you will be just a follower. You will never be a leader, right? So I don't know whether people have read this. Anybody read Simon Sinek's book? Anybody knows Simon Sinek by any chance? No? Seriously? Okay, so that's good because I thought there will be people who have already associated. So there is this. So he has 2 books. I'll share those details at the end. So he has this golden rule, right? Simple, very simple. It's the most, I think, simplest rule whoever has kind of declared. So what he says is, so golden circle means basically, so you start, so usually, today, like, you meet an uncle or aunt, right? Maybe at the market or whatever, but they are hi, son or daughter, puta or whatever. So what are you doing? I'm an engineer, I'm a manager, I'm an architect, I'm working for Sysco Labs, right? That's what you do, right? Okay, so then maybe there are, like, how do you do all these things? Maybe we work here, we communicate, we do all these things, we do automation and all that. And if they ask you why you do that, so that always becomes a question. So today what we are kind of used to, including myself, we are more focused on the what. Apple has really carved this message. It's Steve Jobs. I don't know. Today Apple may be heading towards the wrong side, but 2009 and upwards, right? What they actually focus is people don't buy what you do. They buy what, or rather why you do it. So what Apple has done is basically they have basically said 1,000 songs in your pocket. In 2001, right? They said 1,000 songs in your pocket, right? So in this example, this is the iPod, and they said that it will change the status quo. That's the change. So you having an iPad or maybe iPhone, you will be perceived differently in the society, right? Maybe the spec is different, maybe actually the Dell is better, right? Samsung phone is faster, right? Actually if you compare, it's faster, right? But they have put that perception of why you should buy that, right? Now just answer me this question, would you ever buy a Dell MP3 player? Would you buy a Dell MP3 player? 1000 songs in your pocket? No, right? So what Dell will do is, they will come from the outside, or the what? They will come and say, okay, I have 1000 songs you can share, I have 32 gigabytes of memory, I will have a great LCD, right? And we have done the best, sleekest design, and they will ask you, do you want to buy it? No one wants to buy that, right? But when Apple says, we have, we change the status quo, we do things differently. We do things differently. And we happen to, have the best, sleekest design. And we have kind of iPod or iPhone. Do you want to buy one? You will eventually buy one, right? So Apple is not a computer company, right? I mean, it's a computer company, but it says iPod. And it has the iPhone. And it has that TV gadget. What do you call it? Apple TV, right? So it has so many things, right? Now TVs, how did they come to the TV market? So the idea is, it's not about the what, right? It's the why. And so basically, the first thing you need to have as a leader is basically have this why, and you have to kind of create it. So this is another example. You know who this is? Right. Who's he? Okay. So he's a good speaker. He's a good orator. He can talk well. He can do a lot of things. Before this particular speech in 1963 in Washington, he actually did a lot of speeches and did a lot of things. Right? He was very famous. But here, he did the same thing. He said to this group of people, mostly were the African Americans, right? There were unrest in US, not like today, a lot of problems, right? So in 63, Washington, right? He just said, I have a dream that all these people will be walking together without all these problems and join me to kind of get this kind of sorted. So he clearly gave a message, right? He had a why, very clear why. He was a great speaker, he had the what, he knew how to talk and all that, but nothing worked up to now. He just had one purpose, to kind of have equality for white and black people together. So since then, that movement, the civil rights movement, had helped America kind of have a better collaboration between these two parties, right? So that's a leader, right? And you know who this is? So any idea? Any clue now? Oh, great. 100 points to Surumi. Right? So now in the same time these guys were building this, right? So you get that name. Samuel Pierpont Langley, right? On the right. He was a wealthy guy. He was trying to do the same thing, right? Okay. So all the money, research, Fortune magazine, all that news, maybe CNN was not there. They were after him. Okay. He had all that, research funding, all that. But these two guys in somewhere in Ohio, I don't know the city, I don't remember that. They were building this, managing this flight. They had one vision, or one purpose, to get the kind of balance between this equipment they were doing and having it fly from one direction to another. That's it. They didn't want fame. They didn't want, all this news. So they didn't want money, right? So they had just one vision. And at the end of the day, who won? The person who had a vision, right? And this guy, when he got to know that these fellows had flown this in 1918, he quit. He could have easily funded them and made it improve and been, maybe won the company. He didn't do that. He just wanted to be the first to fly. He didn't want anything. He was very selfish, right? But these Wright brothers didn't go for fame. They had one purpose or one why. They need to get this thing flying. Simple as that. Not for fame, not for money, right? So the main first pointer that, as I explained, is for you to do. So you need to have a why. You need to have that clear why. Why the hell I'm getting up in the morning and coming to office? If you don't have that, your team will obviously not know what they're supposed to do as well, right? So if you have not cleared it out, go talk to your whoever and clear it out. Right? And so the statement here is that if you don't know why you do what you do, the people respond to the why you do what you do, then how will you, get people to do all these things, right? So just read it for 2 because it's very tough to understand. Read it for 2 seconds. Right? So you need to know your why. That's your first point. Then the second is your choice. It's a choice, right? So you have to have a why, but you have a choice. The choice is, it's not a rank. Leadership is not about title. You get an architect or manager, you might think the more you get a director or a VP, you will have more responsibility and power. It's not that. Even you sweep the street, right? You can be a leader by sweeping it properly, not putting it under the carpet, right? That's leadership, where nobody looks at you, right? So it's not about title, and it's about a choice. So you have to have a choice. You have to have a kind of decision making to say, you will take care of these people. You can be trusted. You will look after these people, right? It's a choice, right? You can also not do that. You can just forget and just let them do whatever or student, right? You can do that, but it's a choice. And if you don't make it a choice for yourself to be a leader, obviously, this may not follow you. Third item, or the final one, is influence. So you have a purpose, you have a choice to do something different and make sure the people are safe and trusted, and then you have the power to influence. So you may be helping others to get their why. Ask them why you come in the morning and try to, get them to their purpose and help them to kind of do. Maybe doing a proper unit test, or maybe doing a proper code, or maybe a proper project management, or user story, or irrespective. Right? You will need to kind of influence, coach. If you say, "Oh, I can't do this with you, right? That's fine. It's not going to work." Then no one will have a job ever, right? If you go to say, okay, I'm just doing all these things, and if something goes wrong, you're accountable, I'm just going to tell your name, that's not going to help, right? So you have to influence, coach him, mentor him, guide him, protect him. If he screws up first time, you protect him. Second time, make sure he doesn't screw up. And if he repeats, make sure you do something seriously. But you can't just get rid of people, right? It's not going to work. Then Sri Lanka will never have any politician, any president ever. No one is perfect, right? So the idea here is dream. Let you help someone to achieve their vision and to dream big as well. Like maybe as kids, we would have had this support, right? I mean, we would have had this. Called, but the bicycle, there is a helper obviously, right? So you would have first maybe you have learned to ride a bicycle. First thing your parents would have got you this, right? Supported. Maybe if you have kids, you would do the same thing. So maybe most of the leaders today, what do? No support. Give a BMX or a chopper bicycle or something like a motorbike to ride to the kid. So leadership is like parenting, right? You can't just abandon your kids. Now some of you may have kids, or maybe your father, parents, they didn't abandon you, maybe, I don't know, but you won't do that, you can't do that, right? You don't come in the morning and say, they don't perform, I'm going to fire them, right? You have to nurture them, you have to take care of them, right? Even they are the worst, even they get C for their maths or 10 for maths or 0, you can't tell them. So just think about it, if they don't perform in your environment, you can't just, you have to do something to coach them. And if you have done it and still they don't get it, that's a different story. You have to try, right? So you have to make sure these bicycle wheels, supporting wheels are there for your team. Maybe you didn't have it. I never had it personally back as well, but I think we need to do this, right? So basically, you all are managers as well overall, but management is doing things right, but leadership is always doing the right thing. So it's not easy to do the right thing all the time. You will be scrutinized as well. You have to have the guts to stand for it and kind of do the right thing. Maybe you are blamed at the start. Maybe everyone laughs at you. Maybe everyone thinks you are the craziest person in that room. But if you do the right thing, one day we will all, get him to correct alignment. Right? So this is a book I mentioned about, Leaders Eat Last, from Simon Sinek. I know you will not read this. The Start With Why book is the other one, which he actually authored earlier. But at least you could go through the YouTube, right? Just search for Simon Sinek. Don't do it because I'm telling. You don't need to do that. It's not that, but just see if you can spend, 14 minutes of your time on this small clip. It will really inspire you, and just try to follow this guy. I personally followed him from 2009, and he actually, it's not that I'm born with leadership or whatever, right? You have to learn things, right? You have to learn things on your own, do mistakes. So this is the best way to kind of figure out by learning. Just search for this clip, and you will find a lot of stuff there. Over 30-40 million views on this guy. So just have a look at it and see. Right. So that's all. So I had 3 key points to take. You have a purpose, and it's a choice, and it's about influencing, and it's not about anything else. It's not about management or the architect or director or having the most powerful job or the decision making. It's not that. It's nothing like that. It's like parenting, and it's tough, and it will take a lot of time, and everybody doesn't do that as well.